Hey Nick Ross, this is Kevin Ryans over at KSN Local News and one of your biggest friends. I just wanted to let you know that I wanted to congratulate you on your Lifetime Achievement Award winning over at CitrusTV. It's one of the most important and proudest awards I've ever had, and being recognized by your peers is certainly something that I will never forget and that I'll take with me forever. So I wanted you to know that you did a great job over in your 4 years. It was one of the best 4 years that I think anyone has ever compiled there, with you being one operations manager, then general manager for 2 successive terms, which hadn't been done in years. It's just who you are. You're a workaholic, you work hard, and it shows. The station has never been better. And because of you, even in your absence this past semester, the station still runs pretty well, and everyone is better off because of you over at the station. So I wanted to let you know that I wanted to congratulate you. It's one of the biggest accomplishments that you'll ever have. It's definitely something that I keep with me. It's in my office right now over at KSN Local News, my Lifetime Achievement Award winner trophy, and I hope you take it with you everywhere. And remember these moments over at CitrusTV, because they are the best moments you're ever going to have in your life. So just, congratulations. You're doing great. I hope you had a great semester in New York, and hope you continue to have great success in the future with your next endeavor.
Nick Ross, Citrus would not be where it is without you. We are so thankful for you. We appreciate everything you've done, and we hope you know how much of an impact you've had on Citrus.
Hey Nick, congratulations on your award. Very well deserved. Anytime that I needed a laugh, I knew where I could go to. Nick Ross, inside the Newhouse control room. Everyone talks about the biggest legends on campus. There's Keith Copeland, there's Suzanne Lysak, but Nick Ross is above all of those, and for good measure.
First of all, I want to say a huge congratulations to you, Nick. There's no one more deserving of this Lifetime Achievement Award. I actually remember the very first time we met, and I'm sure you do too. We weren't the fondest of each other. I think we both thought that we were incapable of doing pretty much anything, and we were just arch rivals. And that only lasted, though, for about 4 months. And then we got to be buddies here. There aren't many of us seniors here, so it was just me and you for a lot of the news shows, and we got to be really close. And now I consider you one of my closest friends and someone I can always talk to about potatoes. Me and you just love potatoes, and that is something I will cherish for the rest of my life, because there's not many people like that.
But you're telling me I didn't win? It's an outrage. Just kidding. Nick Ross, congratulations. You deserve it, buddy. The Emperor Palpatine to my Anakin Skywalker. You threatened to cancel my show, and it was the greatest thing that ever happened, because after that we became allies, and this station saw a great era of success, all thanks to you. So there's nobody that deserves this more. Congrats.
Great as a GM, great as a friend. Thanks for letting me write balls on your whiteboard every day.
Nick, I thought the only place that was most fitting to film your Lifetime Achievement Award message was in your infamous chair. Brendan and I definitely had big shoes to fill this semester without you. Miss you so much. So glad that you're here for Alumni Banquet Weekend. So excited to see you. While you've been gone, I've just been trying to think to myself, whenever I freak out about something citrus related, I'm like, what would Nick Ross do? And typically I have to text you and ask you what you do, but I think that when you become that person for someone else, that, that's a really special bond. And I'm so glad that I was able to be your AGM for a semester. I love our friendship. You've been such a role model to me. And I'm so glad that you invited me to your 21st birthday party my sophomore year, so a while ago. And, we were kind of barely friends then. And I was like, why am I invited to this? But I was like, I'm going. Nick wants me to go. Okay, I'm going to go. And that was the start of our beautiful friendship. I can't wait for you to be my boss one day. And congratulations on the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Hey Nick, congrats on winning your Lifetime Achievement Award. My first time coming out of the station, you almost made me never want to come down again. You scared me so much when I messed up running teleprompter that I haven't touched that machine since freshman year, my first time coming down. But that kind of goes to your, it's commitment to excellence, maybe? Something along those lines? I don't know.
Commitment to perfection.
Him being a perfectionist. Yeah.
So there's something else that I actually want the public to know about Nick Ross. He loves Applebee's, and we always go to Applebee's, and you know there's always a Dollarita or a Dollar Margarita month or whatever there is. We always go to Applebee's. It is the best menu. Nick Ross will tell you it is the best. I certainly agree. So if you can't catch him here at Citrus, especially after he graduates, I will tell you where he'll be. He'll be at Applebee's.
The change from when I started here in your second semester as operations manager compared to the end result that you left with before going to New York City, it's really just astounding what you've done and what you've been able to accomplish. You are such a great leader, and you lead by example in trying to put your best foot forward in everything you do, and it really shows how much you care about the content that Citrus TV puts out.
Hey Nick, so I'm sure this internal audio is giving you some anxiety, but it's the best I got right now. I hope by the time that you're seeing this that you might have a place to live when you graduate, but if not, there's definitely something out there and you're going to find it real soon. I remember the first time I emailed you at the station, and I want to read it right now. September 21st, 2015. Hi Tim. I don't believe we've met, and my guess is you're a new member. It's good that you already have experience, but like nearly every organization, Citrus TV is a hierarchy. You need to spend an ample amount of time doing the basic positions before we allow people to move up to things like technical directing, show directing, and producing. Rest assured that if you make yourself a presence at the studio and take on control room and studio positions, we'll absolutely allow you to begin training as a technical director. Best, Nick. As a freshman, that was the scariest thing on the planet, and I thought there was no way I was ever going to succeed at Citrus TV. But you've proved me wrong. I wouldn't hesitate to send that exact same email to any new freshman. You know exactly what you're talking about, and that's no joke. You have taught me so much at the station and have grown Citrus TV into the amazing thing it has become. So thank you for your friendship and your knowledge, and I can't wait to see the great things that you do after this semester. See you, Nick.
Hi, Nick. Congratulations on your award. When I first came in as a freshman, you were the operations manager, and since then, I really saw you for 2 different terms work as a great GM for the station. You've really turned Citrus around, have really made it such a better place. We make better content now. It's just a really professional environment, and I think we owe a lot of that to you and your hard work. So thank you so much for everything you've done, and you really deserve this award. Congratulations.
Hey Nick, thanks for giving me the exec key last summer. Still have it.
Nick, thank you for swearing, being sarcastic, being funny, and being the great leader that this station has needed for the past 2 years. Thank you for doing everything that you possibly could to make this place the best it could be, the most lively it could be, the most fun it could be. And thank you for your fantastic friendship and guidance and mentorship over the past 2 years that you and I have been friends. I can truly, honestly say that there's no one that I would have rather learned from or been around or spent my time with than you. So thank you.
Hey, Nick, just want to say congrats on this award. There's no one that deserves it more than you. You really, the amount of work that you've put into this station and what you've done, you've changed this place for the better in more ways than anyone could have ever possibly imagined, anyone could ever possibly do, I think, ever again. What you've done is absolutely incredible, and I can tell you we're all so thankful for it here at Citrus, and really, we would not be where we are now if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, like guys, when I usually tell people I have nightmares about him, that's how I'm going to tell them. Was this recorded?
I can still remember freshman year how I thought that Nick Ross, who's only 1 year older than I am, was a senior. And I think a lot of freshmen have felt that fear of, oh no, Nick Ross is going to be so mad at us. Also, we only call him Nick Ross. That's something that I don't think he gets the double name distinction at Citrus. What I want to say about Nick is how much I worked, I think as a lot of other people did, to impress him and to do good work because he held his standards to such a high level, and I really respected that. And I think that he respects you if you have those high standards and you're trying to do really well. I can still remember very vividly the first time that Nick Ross remembered my name and smiled at me, because I didn't learn that Nick Ross was just a year older than I was until October, November. He just acted like a senior. He did his work like a senior.
Nick Ross, I'm really upset at you. You've made my generation of Citrus look so bad because the station is so professional and so perfect and so beautiful now. It's really a problem. You've very much tarnished the legacy of many an alum, and for that we are very disappointed in you.
So I cannot think of anyone more deserving. From my time at CitrusTV, Nick Ross has been the guy who's known everything about everything. The one thing that I remember that stands out the most was I personally was also pretty afraid of Nick when I first met him. I remember going in to have my first package critiqued, and I think that was the scariest moment of my life. But then coming out of that, I learned so much, and I'm so grateful for everything he's taught me. And
So I think my favorite experience with Nick Ross was when I was a producer for Thursday News Live at 6, and he just comes in with a broken chair, hoists it up, and goes, "Taylor, who do you want me to beat for you?" And I think at that moment I knew that like Nick Ross actually maybe liked me. That and when he called me competent. So I thought I was in his good standing, still don't quite know. But I think if he calls you competent, you're probably going somewhere in life.
Congratulations, Nick. This is well earned. You're always ready for every meeting. You printed out an agenda, which I thought was a little ridiculous, but I thought it was pretty cool. Nick he's a tough guy, but he's kind of like a Tootsie Roll Pop. You know, he's hard on the outside and sweet on the inside. So he's always fun to hang out with, and yeah, this is well deserved.
So I'm sure you're all just as surprised as I was that Nick won the Lifetime Achievement Award. But in all seriousness, Nick, there is truly no one more deserving of this award than you. I know when we were first put on exec, everyone, including the two of us, was a little bit nervous because there are no two more contrasting personalities than ours. But after a year of working with you, I can genuinely say it was an honor to help create such positive change at Citrus with you, and an honor more so to become your friend. I know you're going to roll your eyes at me when I say this, but I'm proud of you, I love you, congratulations.
honestly, I wouldn't have thought I'd be worthy of being in this video, but once I thought VTR was broken, and you came in and you said, "It's not broken, you're broken," and now that's the motto of my life. So thank you.
Nick
Ross
is
talented,
a leader,
driven, excellent in all things,
the total package,
ambitious, determined,
surprisingly caring,
A genius.
Smart as
Effective.
admirable,
CitrusTV,
and scary.